shit. Here we go again.
Hello and welcome to the first Lockdown Ego podcast. I'm joined with Ollie Skilton.
Hello.
And Gus Sinlayson.
Hello.
So we're back in level 3, and we're actually recording this one. So you will more likely see our beautiful faces. So let's
don't be too freaked out.
If you're listening on Spotify, check it out on YouTube. But enjoy the sites.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Ding that bell.
Turn those notifications on.
Okay, so let's jump on in. I think we've got some Facebook COVID group posts that Gus has been.
So what are we going into today?
We've got this Facebook group chat posts that Gus has been spending his lockdown finding. We've got a bit of a discussion about the Crusaders and their antics, and then we are going into a bit of a close thing to Gus's heart: kid gambling.
Yeah.
Not gambling kids, gambling.
Gambling the kids away.
Quite different things.
Very different things. Okay, so let's get Gus to kick us away with some COVID Facebook.
Okay. Carlos Christensen from the Invercargill Whinge says people... Here we go. People already saying it's a stunt because of the election. Come on. We all know Jacinta will be re-elected. Hoax? ? Look around the world. I'm with Auntie Cinda. Complacency is not an option. If you don't want to go back to level 4, then just do what is asked of you without thinking you are above the rules. Corona doesn't care about your self-appointed rights.
Oh.
Fair enough, Carlos. Does someone want to read through the comments?
He's opened a conversation here in Invercargill for sure.
Yeah.
This is the biggest assessment.
Arlo Parlo.
Hello, Paolo.
Arlo Parlo says, dumb bitch, open the borders.
Oh, as far as he's concerned, they should have been locked down. Don't let anyone back in. Ethan, do you want to take Brad Cheney?
Oh, I would once I'm onto the document.
Oh, okay, I'll take it. Brad Cheney replies saying, as long as I can keep plowing fat chicks, I don't care.
Oh, that's filthy.
Ollie, do you want to go
Nathan, she's a lying little dog. We need her out.
on?
Mike says, wait for the whole country to be in lockdown level 4 after Friday. They're only giving 3 days for people and businesses to get shit sorted.
Oh, yeah.
John Vanzo van Buren, very Dutch name, says Comrade Cindy must need more control. Simple that.
Oh, God.
That political discussion.
I was just looking at that. Wow. Thanks, Jacinda. Very cool.
Is that not a play on that Trump tweet?
Oh, is it?
Oh, what is that Trump tweet? Where he says,
Investigator Ollie.
Thanks, somebody. Very cool.
Yeah. Probably Hillary.
Thank you, Kanye. Very cool.
Oh, right.
It's Kanye talking about Trump back when they had a little affair, and
They had an affair.
Very cool. No.
Does Kim know about this?
Obviously not. No. I mean, really, it's what's the name?
Melania.
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 What else they talk about? That kind of ends there.
Yeah, it wasn't surprising from Invercargill wasn't as ruthless as I thought. I was expecting.
No, I did quite like that guy, Brad Chain. As long as I can keep plowing fat chicks, I don't care.
He's got a point.
I feel like he'll probably put that in some other post somewhere as well. He probably just posts that.
That's just one line.
Everything. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. That is
he just
his
wants
one line.
chicks. Good on him. The next one comes from Glenn Harris in the Bitch and Moan Walkworth group chat. Ollie, do you want to take this one away?
To the elderly woman who, yes, intentionally tried to run me over in New World car park in her shiny Jaguar last Friday evening. Please slow down. Shopping/food is not that important. NB, NB.
What does
any
MB?
Don't know
ideas
what
of
that means.
NB? NB, those handprints on your bonnet may well end up somewhere else next time. Peace out.
Oh.
Well, she had every
Someone wasn't.
she had every
Oh, she
right
was quite
to.
a rush there.
It's in a Jag.
Oh, I see. Handprints on your bonnet because he nearly got ran over. So he's like,
Oh, right.
that strength.
So that was the Friday. I'm pretty sure that was when people were panic buying.
That was when the
Stuff.
madness
Oh,
entailed.
yeah.
The old lady in Walkworth was ready to run people over.
She was
was ready.
ready to kill
Blimey.
that woman.
Bloodlust.
Oh,
Wait. Okay, so in the comments, Sorella says, wait, intentionally? Glenn Harris says, yes, our eyes met and she accelerated. Sadly, the fuel-injected cars move real fast. Think she was trying to give me a
oh,
So their eyes met and she hit the gas.
oh my God. This woman.
Oh,
is-
and then she goes, she
Get
thought
her
she
at the
had
borders.
right of way.
She thought,
Oh.
what?
Someone says she thought she had right of way, but it's a car park with a speed limit.
Oh, I see.
If you've got right of way, pedestrians just got to get out. I drive there.
It's very true. I always accelerate towards people if they're in the wrong.
Well, it is a car park, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the name. Car park.
Yeah, get,
So,
get out of there.
Should do a
Get
section
back to
on
the bunker.
It's not person park.
We have the return of Brady Barrett.
Brady.
Oh,
I don't know. I can't remember the last time
a
he
long
was.
time
brought up.
special guest of the show.
Yeah, on the Invercargill Winch, of
Yeah,
course.
the fourth Barrett,
Um,
fifth Barrett brother? Sixth Barrett brother? How
yeah,
many
the
are there?
long lost Barrett brother.
No, it'll be
Long
like
Smiley
40
Barrett
at this
got up
rate.
to no good. Yeah, Smiley Barrett's been spreading his seed far and wide throughout the land.
Oh,
Invercargill.
God.
I mean, what happens in Invercargill stays in Invercargill.
Love Smiley.
Apart
Oh,
from Brady,
God.
he's stuck there.
Brady stuck there.
Crap. He had no
Like a
other.
curse.
Yeah. All his brothers are real successful rugby players. And then you got this one inbred Brady from Invercargill.
He's an admin on Invercargill Winch. That's his that's his-
So
Admittedly, he's made it bigger than Bowden, to be honest. He's
Yeah,
done
true.
better.
I mean, we've talked more about Brady on this show than we have Bowden, so I'm just saying.
Who's winning, right? He goes, my concern is level 4. I mean, level 2 is bad enough, but I reckon no levels at all. COVID only targets old
Cunts.
punts up to fuck all anyway, and the already diseased bags. Are we really going to miss old leeches sucking our tax money? Or Karen, the sick invalid who needs surgery every effing fortnight? Nah, probably not. Hashtag save cash and let COVID sort out the useless.
I've got a very similar view to this, man.
Oh,
Kill the weak, let the strong prosper.
Mm.
yes.
Why do we need these
We have,
imbeciles?
Line.
you know,
Rouse. Kill the sick and disabled. Let people die.
Oh,
Yeah.
population, you solve it, you know.
Someone says, Dahlia says, I have a newborn baby whose immune system is still weak. Stop whinging about restrictions. It's not about you, it's about everyone else. No one cares if you don't like it. Follow the damn rules and we can try kick COVID's ass again. But if people aren't going to follow the rules, then chances are we'll go back to level
did
4.
we ever kick COVID's ass?
Well,
I
Realistically,
think we did.
we kind of did. We got rid of it
We did a
completely.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we got rid of it entirely, Ethan.
Still came back on those dodgy fridges from Korea.
Yeah.
So
No, I think it was an Australian fridge, wasn't it?
it was
meat
Korean
Australian.
fridge. It was-
The
I
meat
think-
They always told me bad things about Australian meat.
oh God. Oh no. Oh, no.
Not that meat, you fool.
Ah.
And then Brady Barrett replies to Dahlia and says, who cares about your kid? Yeah, okay, you do. None of us give a F, lol, useless little kid.
Oh,
he's
Brady.
insane.
Mate,
He's insane.
murder the kids and the disabled invalids. And the elderly.
Everybody but Brady.
Yeah, just a paradise of middle-aged white men.
Yeah.
Oh,
Life doesn't get much better.
no. Yeah.
Oh,
But
God.
but if he gets rid of all the kids and invalids, who's Brady gonna shag?
The fat ones.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Dahlia Gregory replies and says, "Wow, you're a real piece of shit, eh? You've got kids, don't you? I really hope you get COVID. I hope when you're old and have spent your whole life working your ass off and paying tax, someone talks about you the same way."
I still think that that's not an insult to Brady because I think he's taking that as a compliment right there.
I hope they do.
I hope they
Yeah.
do.
Are we gonna
Oh.
continue? Oh,
Carmaine Smith. Is the line at the supermarket too long for you? Have you missed out on getting your loo paper because some moron has stocked up for 3 years? I'm just saying, this is another one on Brady's case.
yeah.
This is a long chain in Invercargill. They all agree with him.
Exactly. Yeah, this is not what you'd expect. You would have to be an idiot if you think it only targets the elderly.
From Craig.
Craig.
Yeah.
Tell us the real-
Oh, Brady
what-
replied.
Brady-
Jesus.
Brady has replied.
Oh, he goes off, mate. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, go on.
No personal attacks either, you snowflake. Little girls' blouses.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good
You'll
one.
put, yeah, Brady, keep on the topic, lad. You'll put the group at risk with your broken bum. Go Hundies. 1 ounce. I'll kill you for saying that. How dare you? Muppety posts. Oh my god. COVID's getting to Brady's brain. Instead, debate me. You bring your argument how a bunch of useless old punts sucking the system dry, an old disease bag on the sickness benefit that needs an op every 2 weeks. Prove to me why we should liquidate small businesses and spiral the country into more debt to save them useless pricks.
Oh. Brady for Prime Minister there. Brady Barrett for Prime Minister.
Nailed it on the head. I think we just need to listen to him.
He's doing much better than most leaders in this world
He
today.
should be doing the 1 p.m. daily update. Brady Barrett.
Yeah.
Brady
He's
Barrett.
with an iron fist. We need a bit more strength and heartlessness.
He'll bring to New Zealand that Russian COVID vaccine.
Chinese approach. Chairman Mao's great approach.
Yeah, exactly. It worked for them, it will work for us.
Just wipe out the uselessness and intelligence. Don't need that.
Oh,
Yeah. And then someone tags him back and says, "Men die at the greatest rates of all ages." Mitch Burford says,
It's a shame.
#natural selection. I don't know if he went to school, but I think he needs to read up on the definition of natural selection because it's quite different. It's probably
I
something.
don't
that
know
would
if it
apply to
is.
people in Invercargill.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like
It's
to do with
pretty much that.
evolution.
No, it is literally like if
No,
you're
it's
better
not good.
if you're better
Wow.
adapted to the environment around you, you will survive, and the people that aren't will die. And that, like, that is all. He has got natural
but-
selection right there.
Isn't it more like if you're in a cold place, you end up growing like thicker hair or something, you know?
No,
Yeah,
so
yeah. It's like,
have
but there
darker-
are
No, you-
plenty of
you
stupid
don't-
pricks
you-
that survived COVID.
you
You know,
don't.
it's not like they're smart and adaptable. It's just that their lungs are good enough to get past it. It's
Yeah,
like a
but that's the point of natural selection. Is if your lungs are stronger, you'll survive, so you'll breed and you'll pass on that stronger lung, so that will be strong.
Yeah.
That gene is going to be. He has got natural selection right there, technically, by
Yeah.
definition.
Really? Oh,
But-
I thought
yeah.
I was more to do with evolution, like you know. you
Nah,
have, like,
well,
Yeah.
it is, but
just get-
you're
because it-
always
I
you're always
suppose, yeah, it is. It is.
you're
the
always
width of
passing down the
gene.
best gene to survive in a condition. So
Mm.
if it's cold and you're growing more fur, but someone else isn't, they'll die, and you'll pass
Yeah.
on your gene.
It's like a variety of genes, you know, in a population, and that the select variety will do better than another in a certain circumstance. So,
Exactly.
I mean, he's kind of right about it.
I mean, he is right, but
He's also
it's
about
a
half-
really negative approach to
Yeah.
including
If
the
that
rest
was true,
of
if natural
society.
selection was true, then we wouldn't have like any government benefits. It would just be like a
No, it would be like a
Super-
super race.
yeah.
So we wouldn't have we wouldn't have medicine because we'd just
No.
rely on the fact that the strong will survive.
Nah, nah.
Nah, are you sick? Fuck off.
Yeah,
And
no
I'll die.
surgery, mate. Natural
No
selection.
surgery. Exactly. It'll be no surgery. So if you're injured and you're left to die, you're
Yeah.
out.
Broken leg? Nah. Natural selection.
So
Should have had stronger leg bones.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's what it is. So yeah, he's right, but he's dreadfully wrong.
It's really wrong.
It's
It
like
ain't gonna make it a case. Yeah, exactly.
Morgan Kennedy is quite big in the Invercargill. I found out he's quite big, and he says parasites, the lot of them. Now I don't know if he's referring to
COVID
people
or the
COVID
people?
or
The old people, I think.
The old people.
yeah, old people or the government. I don't know.
Oh,
It
yeah.
must
Who
be-
is he referring to?
Probably the old people.
I reckon it's a multi-dig. I reckon he's targeting everyone in that comment.
Just everything is parasitical, mate. Yeah.
Also,
and-
fat people. Oh, sorry,
Sean
from Sean Stevenson.
Scotty Stevens'
Scotty
brother.
Stevens,
his brother. Also, fat
Rage
people.
brother.
Mr. Rage brother.
He wants fat people to be killed in COVID.
Instead of reporting on Sky Sport, he's reporting on Fox News. That one.
Yeah. Isn't like a third of New Zealanders
Obese.
or
Yeah,
something?
it's something like that. Well, we've got an incredibly high population that is obese.
Yeah. He wants all the fat people dead. It's funny that
He's probably
Anyway.
fat himself.
Yeah, exactly. The next post on the Invercargill group chat is from. This is quite an interesting debate for us guys. It's from a guy called Know a Lot of Stuff, and it might sound like he's always his name's obviously not real. He might be called Noah, but he always
right.
he's a real person. Might be like a Reginald Bacchus situation.
I was just about to say it's a Monty Python at its finest.
Yeah,
it's
so he
fierce.
goes, these punts, oh well, expect a level 4 lockdown again, more jobs lost, more businesses going under, probably ACT National and New Conservative voters. And this is about the article that says Aucklanders flee lockdown to Queenstown.
Does know a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so
It
does someone
does.
take the comment section?
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay.
He poses He poses a point.
Yeah,
Bah, ha,
so-
ha, ha, ha. See the country. They said. So Aucklanders do. See the country, they said. So Aucklanders do. And the hillbillies of the South complain. Go back to your sister / mum.
That's from
Is that the
Steve.
same person? Your sister is your mum in Invercargill.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Oh,
Because they were, getting the tourism industry back. It's not their fault that they bought tickets and
Yeah.
we're all of a sudden going into lockdown. It's not like they're doing something illegal, but
I don't
and
know,
the chances of them having COVID's, nothing.
It's low,
Really?
but you can't always. Yeah, I guess so.
I'm sure if they were related to the clusters, they would have been contact traced, right? Surely. Yeah. What do you guys think about it?
Well, why don't we answer this in a minute while I sort out our meeting, as we only have a few minutes left. And welcome back. Sorry for that. We had some technical difficulties, lockdown issues. So let's go back into it.
So following on from Know a Lot of Stuff's post, Cat MCK says, "Fuck off, Aucklanders. Fuck, stay away from Southland's paradise."
Sorry,
I will be staying well away.
I never realised that Southland and paradise can be in a sentence together there.
I didn't know that last names didn't need vowels.
I wasn't intending on visiting
Oh.
Chicago.
How do you say that? Catmick.
Mick.
It's
Mick
just
with
Mick.
that. It's Mick. Catmick.
But-
It's like cat mix.
Catmick.
Okay. A lot of they're just all complaining about Aucklanders, but I do like one of them from Brady Barrett.
Oh, I've just seen it.
No.
You gonna read it, Ollie?
With the impending influx of Jaffas coming into the resort, I urge the public to be vigilante in this trying time and escort these fuckwits the hell out of Dodge.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Be vigilante, Brady.
Be vigilante. Don't be vigilant. Be vigilante. And Edwin
Spanish.
Charles Diak posts, "We don't want your Chinese mate's disease down here or anywhere on the mainland."
I'm pretty sure Auckland. is the mainland. Is on the mainland.
No. South Island's a
Mainland.
mainland.
Southland.
Mainland cheese factory. Some Lorraine Taturangi Paraha says, know a lot of stuff. I'm inviting my Auckland crew down just for you. You hairy looking bush pig.
Oh, Jesus.
And then
Oh.
he posts back, stay in your swamp, you bloody creature.
Oh,
Know a lot of stuff.
No, a lot of stuff is
Um,
ruthless.
Morgan Kennedy says, Aucklanders are nothing more than a bunch of scuttling cockroaches.
It's very true. Very true.
Donna
Yeah.
Brooks says C words or punts. Niall Shane Paulson says effing punts. Julie K. Ronald says selfish pricks. Yeah.
I've heard these all before. This
Yeah.
is it's like water
Nothing.
off a it's like water off a duck's back at this point.
Yeah. I really don't like Aucklanders. I wonder how many of them have been to Auckland. To be fair, I've never been to Invercargill, so.
I don't want to. I feel like
No,
there's,
not after
there's
this.
a difference.
Cockroaches, yeah. Okay, Ollie, do you want to read this next one? It's from the University of Auckland, Meaningful Confessions.
Oh, I see. Brian says, how about this? We set a GoFundMe page to pay the mongrel mob to guard the hotels so no one escapes. Time for us to put matters into our own hands. Well, the mongrel mob's hands.
As you can tell, our own heads.
Yeah.
Into our hands. Oh, yeah. Our
Yeah.
hands, the mongrel mob.
So he's clearly in the mob.
Yeah, he's in the mob. He just wants a bit of cash. He
He just wants to shoot someone, apparently. Don't let them out. Yeah, mate. Deeply concerning.
Oh,
that- Imagine having the mob standing out. Yeah, to be fair, I don't think many
To
people
be
would.
fair, I don't
they
think
had
many
guns.
people
know.
would try leave.
they wouldn't be pushing it, yeah. No.
But I think it would be just as shambolic. No offense to the mob, but
Yeah, don't. Anything Gus says,
we don't know. We don't agree with him.
it's Gus
Yeah.
Finlayson. Gus Finlayson lives in
yeah,
India.
Great job.
Devonport, no.
No.
Oh, I think you do a great job. Mr. Mongrel.
Yeah, they are. So that's pretty much the last of the COVID news.
Hey, so let's have a little break from COVID then, and let's go into a bit of Crusaders chat. I hate it, but
We love to get into the Crusaders.
we love to dig into the Crusaders. So fair dues, they've won Super Rugby Aotearoa.
Mm,
Some bullshit calls, but we won't talk about this.
yeah.
However, they've done a bit of a bad on the old trophy.
Mm.
They've done quite a
okay.
bit of damage as well, as I perceive.
Mate, they've totally destroyed it is what they've done.
Yeah. Post celebration, obviously had a bit rowdy, and they've destroyed it
In the changing rooms, eh?
in the changing rooms.
What did the trophy look like?
So it's a wooden base
What a base.
with a Ponami club on top of it,
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see.
I believe. I don't quite know how to describe it.
It's like a wooden fighting club.
Yeah, with
Molding
green jade.
Um,
But it was done. It was commissioned for free.
yeah. So the wooden
So-
base has been like smashed up a little bit. It's got like hunks of wood have come out, and the actual
The Ponami.
Ponamu, like
Ponamu.
the club that was sitting on top of the base has just been smashed straight off, and it's like there's two different things now. So it's been detached from the base, pretty much smashed off. And they tried to explain it by saying that they dropped it.
Oh, that's bullshit. You cannot do
But
that
it's like-
much damage from dropping it.
Mate, when I see them celebrating that, and when I think about them, I just think how little respect they have for it. You know, like if you did that to the World Cup trophy, you know, you'd never do that to the World Cup trophy because you'd have so much respect for it. They
Yeah.
clearly just didn't care about it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, they just had no respect for the idea that this trophy is being carved for free by someone who is quite well known in that community and well known around rugby scenes,
Mm.
And they've just treated it like trash. They've not respected the heritage behind it, and they didn't even admit to damaging it at first. They lied. They said, "Oh no, we haven't damaged it." The chairman came out and went, "No, there's been no damage." A couple of days later, he says, "Oh yeah, sorry, no, this is not true. We actually did drop it."
Yeah, mate. And I was on the NZ Herald article. The manager of the Crusaders, or the chairman or CEO,
Yeah, chairman of the Crusaders.
Yeah, he said, "We realise we haven't treated it with the respect it deserves, and we are sorry for that. We have reached out to understand the process and have connected with all the right people to repair it and the spiritual stuff as much as we can." Yeah, just get that spiritual stuff out of there. What's Maori? Spiritual? Yeah,
it's just like they're still pushing it aside. They haven't even like truly addressed it. Oh, and Scott Robertson sincerely apologized.
Yeah.
I don't believe that he's done anything. He's still talking about not being able to break dance at a Blues game.
Just the fact that they said they want to have the right people to repair it and the spiritual stuff. It's just like, come on, bro. It's pretty racist, eh? Like, they just clearly don't respect.
No, they don't. It's just, yeah.
The Blues would have taken great care of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. They wouldn't have smashed it up at least, yeah.
Well, it's the only trophy we've had in years, so it'd be on like a silver pedestal. That thing. Be treated with more respect than our Prime Minister.
They would have made it a statue. Yeah.
Been the crown jewel of the Blues dressing room there.
It would have been, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. But then what consequences do they have for doing this? That's the thing.
I don't think there's been any consequences.
They've essentially just had a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, just media backlash, public backlash, but it's nothing. It's nothing really.
So do you think they should strip them of the?
Yeah. Strip them of the title.
Yeah. Strip them of the title and give it to whoever's second place.
Yeah. Wait, who's second place again, Ethan?
I don't know. I think it's Blues, actually.
Is it?
I think it is.
Oh, what? That's a coincidence, right?
Come on, lads. I'm taking that honorary title there.
I twist my arm.
Twist my arm if you have to.
I don't want to take it.
It's just look. The Hurricanes had all the chance in the world. If they had just beat the Highlanders, they would have had second place.
Gladly would have given it to them.
And I would have happily done that. Oh no, I lied. They still would be behind us. But that's not among the point. The point is, Blues are honorary Super Rugby Aotearoa inaugural champions.
Yeah, they have the Ego podcast approved.
And there is no bias here.
Winners.
We're all unbiased. We're as unbiased.
Moving on.
Justin Marshall is the Crusaders.
You know what I've thought we should actually do is like a Super Rugby Aotearoa Ego Podcast Award show.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
best player,
most improved,
most influential.
Okay, start us off, Ollie.
Greatest chug.
Oh, now.
I reckon we dedicate. I reckon we dedicate it once we're done.
Yeah. I can't think of that stuff off the top of my head. I'm not like I used to be with the stat cards, eh? The Weet-Bix cards.
The Weet-Bix cards.
This many tries. Yeah.
That was my golden days right there.
Good cards, mate. Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is Gus's segment right here.
I feel like there's just so much of me in this podcast. Got to spread it out, don't I?
I feel, but this is quite a good conversation because we could all talk about this. But this is like that. This is like you've obviously gone for, so I'll let you take it away. Start it off.
Right. If you follow me on Instagram, which let's face it,
or Facebook or Snapchat,
Facebook,
LinkedIn, Reddit, Twitter.
Yeah, anything. Even
MySpace.
Just have your mail address for your PO box. There'll be a letter there. I've put out a petition for all gambling and loot packs to be regulated, and for them to be not available to children in New Zealand.
And you've put this to the New Zealand government.
Like an
I've sent it out. Yeah, well, it's got to get 100,000 signatures before they see it in like the House of
So like
whatever.
it's not just a change.org. You know.
Oh, I
Yeah,
probably should have done that.
we'll put the link in the bio or something.
Yeah. I'm sure with our vast followers, we'll get
We're
100,000.
going to 100,000 like this.
That's like a tenth of our viewers. So yeah, if only a tenth of you go and do that, we'll make some real change.
We could change the world here.
Gotta get the government out. No,
So give us a bit of background on it, Gus.
so I think we can all talk from personal experience. And for those who don't know what it is, I assume most people know what gambling and loot packs are in video games. But basically, in games like FIFA and all sorts of games, really, even like Fortnite and stuff, have it. You can pay virtual money to open up loot boxes or packs that have
a random chance of getting a good item.
Yeah, so it's essentially gambling, effectively gambling, because you hardly ever get the best items in the game, and it's always like a gamble. They never tell you what you're exactly going to get.
Yeah.
So it's always a gamble, and
which is illegal to under 18s in New Zealand, regardless.
Yes, the gambling. I think it's under 21 or under.
Is it under
18.
21?
Is it under 18?
I'm not too sure. I mean, it's under 18 online, but under 21 if you want to go to a casino.
Yeah.
But I guess
These same games, anyone over the age of 3 years old can buy, and
Yes,
you don't need to confirm your age or anything to buy the virtual currency to then spend on packs. So
yeah.
So there's no age restriction, and we've all got stories from it. In 2015, I think it was 2016, I spent probably $200 in 1 year. So I bought the game for $100. Then I spent another $200 on FIFA points, trying to open packs because I was addicted to opening these packs.
Because you get addicted to the reward, the chance of reward.
Yeah, the shiny new players as well. All they use different colors, just like slot machines and stuff. Ethan, you've spent a lot of money.
I've spent a reasonable amount of money on FIFA in specific, just to get that addiction hit.
Yeah.
It's like looking back on it, you're like,
like a junkie, Ethan.
Like a junkie, like the junkie I still am.
I mean, it is though. It is like children become
so addicted to
the dragon.
doing it, and they just keep feeding that EA or whatever corporation. Obviously, I'm going back to EA because that's the one that I've had experience from. But you just keep feeding it so that they're going to keep producing it because that is the main way that they make their money. They don't make their money through the game; they make it through these packs and these transactions, these microtransactions.
They make billions. They make billions of dollars just purely on the gambling aspect of the game. They don't make that much money from the sales of the game. It's all pretty much through the gambling part. And it's a huge problem. We knew someone back when we were 13 and one, I think it was maybe one night, he nicked his mum's credit card, hooked it up to his iPad on his FIFA game. I think it was FIFA 15 or 16, FIFA 15 or 14 actually, maybe. No, 14. Yeah, I think it was 14. And he spent $2,000 in one night on FIFA points. And it was like a friend.
That's
mate. It was
insane.
Crazy. Like, she got it refunded, which was actually really good.
That's really lucky though, because a lot of the times
Really
they're just like, no.
Yeah, staggering amounts of money in terms of the spread of addiction in New Zealand and all across the world. Like there was this one boy in America. He spent 15,000 American dollars on his mum. I don't know if it was gambling related, but it was on Twitch or something. And his mum couldn't refund it. So not related, but I'm just saying like there has to be controls for how old you are going on to a game and essentially gambling and using real world money on stuff that only lasts a year. It's gambling.
So what is the proposed solution?
I've So my thingy, like, it's not going to get there,
Your thesis.
But yeah, I've just said that I want it regulated so that people under the age of 18 are unable to buy it. So pretty much it'll be, unless you can prove you're over 18, that whole aspect of the game, like the packs and the purchasing those loot boxes, will be blocked unless you can prove that you're over 18. Just like if you wanted to buy liquor or something. Or
how would you prove though? Would it be like if you were buying the game over the counter, you have to show ID, but what if you're buying the game like online?
Yeah, so
mailing it.
No, I just think that there should just be some government way, or just some way to upload ID or something onto your.
You could use RealMe.
Yeah, RealMe login or
something like that. Yeah.
It wouldn't be hard for them to implement. It would, it wouldn't be difficult.
Or put your driver license number in.
Or put your passport number in.
Along those lines.
Yeah.
Or if you want, you could.
Bill Gates.
If you want, you can put your down below. There'll be a Patreon, and just put your credit card number in.
Yeah.
But we'll sort it out for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah. We'll make sure nothing leaves that card.
We'll make sure that you are safe online.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's definitely a real big issue in at least today's society. That it's sort of like a beginning of gambling though, because they start by opening loot boxes or packs or whatever it is, and then they get in the mind, oh, if I put money into this, I can get a reward, and that sort of concept stays in. Could possibly stay in them to bigger and worse things like poker or the slot machines, and then it just starts to become sort of a proper addiction where they are putting bigger amounts of money into it.
Yeah, it's like gambling on the TAB or something, in hopes of a big win out, like doing the multi bets and that, like there's a reason that it's over 18.
Yeah,
well. At least the TAB you can get real life money back. Whereas I think the reason why it's not classified as gambling is because you don't actually have a chance of getting real life money back.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, right?
It's worse than gambling because
it's actually worse because in gambling at least you have a chance of making your money back. But in this one, it's literally deemed not gambling because you can't get your money back. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and whatever you do get is completely useless within a year.
It's virtual. Goods. It's virtual goods that equate to no real world money.
And as Ollie said, the moment the new game comes out, it's completely gone. There's nothing. There's no value behind it.
They've gone from being completely worthless to
even more worthless than that.
Yeah, completely worthless. Yeah, it's ridiculous, mate. So I think it's a real problem. And that was just in our group of mates. Like, can you imagine how many kids there are out there like that in New Zealand?
A lot. Yeah, a lot of kids out there.
Yeah, it actually is a big problem taking advantage of kids in that situation. There was those two YouTubers.
Syndicate and the other guy.
T Martin.
Yes,
and that website.
CSGO
website, and they were telling people to go on it and gamble on it. But yeah, so they got kids. Were the kids gambling for real CS:GO?
They were. It's all for money in that situation, pretty much. So if you got a certain thing, you could sell it for money and get more money, and you put money onto the game to rotate it.
That was real gambling.
That was real gambling. And these two, Syndicate and the other one, they were going onto the game on YouTube or Twitch, and they were playing the game. But obviously, they are the owners of this company, and they would be getting good rewards, and then they would be showing these kids, oh, you go do this. So they were promoting gambling to children, and they got fined a reasonable amount of money. But at that point, those two had made millions off of it, so it was completely pointless.
Were they American?
No, English.
They're English, yeah. Well, I mean, undoubtedly there would have been New Zealanders that would have seen that. But,
oh yeah, I knew people who would go onto that website and play.
Yeah. But That's just an example.
Ollie did actually gamble. Ollie was one of the
Did you?
persons I'm talking about.
Thousands on that website. No.
How much did you lose?
Ollie's in crippling debt at this current point in time. He's pretty much got 2 mortgages.
Yeah, that's why I set up the podcast. So he just wanted to earn money back.
He's pretty much got 2 mortgages.
It's not doing too well for you, Ollie. So far, we're in debt on all the equipment.
Yeah, what's that GoFundMe?
Oh yeah, click
Go to my
Yeah.
GoFundMe in the description.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
it's a really good cause. So if you guys are interested, go sign it down below. Because even though we may not be the mega heights that
Influencers of the
we're aiming
world.
for, but
Yeah.
every vote counts. So
Yeah.
go down.
We don't have the looks or stupidity to be truly influential in today's world.
I'm really interested. How did you get the petition on the government?
Mate, it's really easy. I just made it. All you need to do is give your name and an email address and write it up, and they like check it and submit it. There's one person that he made a petition for all murderers, drug addicts, and rapists to be murdered, to bring back by that
The death
law.
penalty.
And only 5 people had signed it. So I've gone past him, which is good.
So you've
How
signed
many-
that.
We got 30 signatures or something. So
30.
only 900 and no, what is it?
900.
997.
99.
970 to go. That will leave the
99,900.
math from you, Ethan.
Sorry, I'm just
Never
getting
been strong.
There's seven.
900.
7 more to go.
Yeah.
So get down.
Yeah.
Get down inside it. Okay. So it's been our first COVID episode.
Yeah.
It should be up on YouTube.
I think
Hopefully.
so. Yeah. So going ahead, we want to give you guys as much COVID content as possible. So we'll try and make quite a few. We might.
We'll try to pump out a few more than usual.
Yeah. Just pump it out. We've got an
Ollie's
absolute bloody ton of Invercargill whinges.
Ollie's got nothing else to do, so he's pumping to get into it.
Mate, in between all that chronic masturbation, Ollie's podcast, mate. We've got like 100 pages worth of Invercargill bloody goodness from
So-
like 5 years ago.
We
So
might
we're
do-
gonna get
We might do a cheeky.
Parrot family's gonna be involved. A lot of stuff's gonna be there. The
Brady.
Irene Van Dykes of the world, they're all gonna be there. So you better be there. Tune in. I'm out.
Gus is gone.
I'm gonna go and hang out with old Bilbo.